better get something
Another
going.
three-point attempt. Finally gets one in.
Bounce.
Woo, woo. About time he
Hey,
gets
he's
one.
got to get something in.
You make another.
Envy?
That's 2 in a row now
There you
for
go.
Jay.
There
Is he
you
starting
go.
to heat up? Is he about to make another one? 3 in a row now. Woo!
Getting
He's
it.
catching rhythm once again. Oh, he just makes his 4th. And here comes his 5th. One more to go. He's catching fire.
Activity.
In this
First
last
activity
minute
that
of this game. Activity's just saying he gets it.
Get him, Steph.
Here comes
Jr.
another 3. Oh!
He's gonna
Here
get
comes
that.
one. That's a 4.
Hopefully it makes
Here
this
comes
one good.
one.
It makes it a 10-point game.
Here we go.
Three. That's the dagger.
Woo! 10 threes. What's up, everyone? So I finally got to this topic that I've been wanting to cover since after this game, and I haven't had a chance to do it. I was supposed to do it, but I just reviewed this entire game yesterday, okay? So as you can see in the beginning of this video, I made 10 threes total in this game. And you can see the unedited version. Obviously, I'm gonna get a chance to edit that when I get to it. Right now, I'm just going through, a couple of more. Technically some more from last year's shoot-around games, and I've already done a few for this year as well. But eventually, I will get to this. So I just thought I'd label all of the threes that I made. On when that happened, when each 3 happened. As you can see it, like on the bottom left, and then obviously one of them was a 4-pointer. My recording from that game last Thursday, it did not really show. Well, I mean, there is no 3-point line in that park, Manzanita Park, where I did me and Mari's 9-year friendship anniversary, the game. There was no 3-point line, but because I recorded it so far, it was hard to tell where the line was. Like, I'm talking about like the actual basketball, the end of of that free throw line. So that was where it would indicate that every 3 I made was from the top of the key. Now, some people who may be watching this video, if you see in the very beginning that there's this you may barely make out the 3-point line, not 3-point line, like the end of the free throw line. So from there, like, that's probably where you can tell where I made my threes and all that. Now I could have had I could have leveled up my phone so that the free throw line is more obvious from an aerial perspective. But for the most part, I think when I do the real edit on this game, then I can have a 3-point line. Well, I can have an indicator on where the end of the free throw line is, so I know where I shot my threes, and so that anyone watching the video will or the real game will know that I've shot a 3-pointer, right? So yeah, I mean, in regards to this entire game, man, I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated, proudly undefeated at 3-0, as you can see in the thumbnail right there, on all of our friendship anniversaries that started from 7 years when Mario was not around on social media. And then the next year, where I made a historic 26 threes. That was 5 more from my previous record at 21. And then this year, I made 10 threes. It's not intentionally trying to beat the record at 26. And besides, I might be just way too tired because I did a home game earlier where I lost a tough one, the Robert White game in Cerritos Park East. But going into later that day doing this tribute, it was a great bounce back game where I made 10 threes and a whole bunch of mid range shots. My first few threes that I attempted, I've missed them. So I thought the drought could go longer because the last two games, which were both at home, I've been missing my threes. One was the game for that Rosewood Park game that I did toward the end of January, and I won that game. No, yeah, I won. Yeah, I won that game, um, despite missing all my threes, and it was a close win. Because if I did not hit that mid range shot at the end, I would have to call another timeout and attempt two more free throws. Right. So yeah, that was a close win, and so was a close game for the next one, which was at home as well, the same home court, but unfortunately, I lost on a buzzer-beating mid-range attempt that looked good, and it just missed. And I had the lead after making three straight mid-range shots, in the second part of the activity. But I choked it away, and therefore I lost. But I only lost by one. Yeah, that snapped my then 10-game winning streak. So I, by having this bounce back, I started to win again, and a much needed win. Yeah, it was for the most part a pretty good game because despite I was worried for a second there that I was going to be missing all my threes again, and over time I was able to find my stroke and find my rhythm again. So when I made my first three, which is off of a friendly bounce, as you can see in the beginning of this video, the highlights of all my 10 threes, my first three was, it was off of a friendly bounce. It bounced off the tip, and then a second time it went in, and then and then from there I made two more straight, and I was starting to heat up. And yes, I ultimately went to to make 6 threes as part of that first activity, because the first two were to finish getting into 22 points, and then the next four were still required to meet the 6, and I did that. Second activity, and I was doing well. 10 straight mid-range shots. Is it 10? I think it was 10. No, it's 5 straight mid-range shots to get to 10 points, and I think I made another one to get to 12, and then a 3 to make it 15. Obviously, a 4-pointer to get to 20 points when I had out from 16, and then next thing you know, I went to activity part 2, like the second part of the second activity, and from there I was just red hot, mostly from the mid-range, and I was just and then ultimately I just ended up winning because I had the lead for the entire the second part of the activity, where I was supposed to rotate between mid-range and threes. Obviously, with the advantage of the consecutive same shot option, that's how I was able to, make a bunch of consecutive jumpers. And I was up big, I was up. I had a double-digit lead, but I was up, at a couple points, and for the most part, I was just red hot and never looked back. So yeah, I won it there. At one point, the lead was cut to 5 and all that, but I made sure with another mid-range shot, I went back up to 7, and then it went down to, and then it was up by 9, and then with a missed mid-range, it was down. I was up 7, and obviously with the last 3, which is the 10th 3, put myself back up by 10, and and from there I just finished comfortably. So yeah, so overall a good game for me, man. Just to finish the week, and also the last game, for what appears to be my important 2 week big break. So yeah, thank God for me, I was able to take care of that. Most importantly, I'm happy that I took care of that. So finally, I was able to do it. I could have done it last week, but because of all the news I've been hearing that my 2 weeks may be cut short to one, I was able to have the second week, and I did what I did. And so that takes care of the two basketball shoot-around games, the really big ones that I wanted to do, and they were both awesome. And so from there, I've done everything now, so I'm not needing to worry about anything else. I've just got to go on with continuing on my shoot-around season. I'm currently 57-27, and you know, for me to get to, I'm pretty sure I can get to 70. I just needed 13 games to get to 70 to gain home court advantage in what will appear to be my second overall birth season tournament, and that will start in beginning of October. So I never let my mama down. I never let my bestie down, and not to mention all the Mari related activities. I have not lost since doing these shoot around games. So I have not lost. I am undefeated both on her birthday and in our friendship anniversaries. Woo! Lucky charm. Yep. So shout out to our friendship once again, our friendship anniversary once again. I know it's super late, but better late than never. Our love for one another will never fail, will never detach. No matter what happens, we'll always be here for one another. So anyways, I'm gonna end it right here, and I may have another one coming up. Hopefully I'll have the time for it. So peace out, everyone.